Hi everyone, welcome back. So in this class, I'm going to take us through three different laws. But for now, let's look into law of agreement with each. So when each comes as the first word in a sentence, add a singular noun and a singular verb. What is straightforward? Law, it is very straightforward. So this law says that whenever we have each, you cannot say each man goes. No, it's wrong. It's not even sounding well. So we have each man eats a meal at the event. Sorry. So each man eats a meal at the event. So the law says that whenever we have each, what must follow is a singular noun and a singular verb, respectively. So, example 2 says, each girl is expected in the room. Each girl is expected in the room. So, if I say each girls, I'm wrong because I've already done what? Have violated the law of agreement that comes with each. So the law of agreement of each says when each comes as the first word in a sentence, add a singular noun or a singular verb. So we go to the next law. This is law 5 and it says law of every. Just like the previous is law of each. So law of every states that whenever it comes in a sentence, so it must come with a singular noun and a singular verb. Looking at his every sounds like plural form, like somehow it sounds like okay, it's a plural form. But in English language law, it is that a singular noun must follow it and a singular verb must follow it. So just like that of law of each, there is no difference. So it's so straightforward. So we have every man faces their problem. However, every really sound like plural, but you do not look at that. The law says it is singular, so it is singular and you must treat it as one. That example includes every day looks beautiful. Every situation responds to a first. So the last but not the least in this particular class is law 6, and it's a little bit resemble the other ones like law of every and figure. Unlike the previous ones that we discussed about, that a noun must follow every must be a singular form. This one has to do with whenever every and figure are in use. So the figure will be the determinant of the plurality and the singularity of noun and verb that must follow. What do I mean by this? Let's look at the example in order for us to have a better understanding of what I am saying. Example 1 says, for every 2 men that come to the party. On a norm, we're supposed to have every man, not men. But because we have 2 in between every and that's now, so that is why we have men and come respectively. I believe we understand that, do we? Okay, example 2 says every 7 girls that enter are suspect. So every plus figure equal to plural noun and plural verb. I don't know, maybe we get that, but it's straightforward. So whenever we have every, the form of noun, that must follow is determined by the form of figure that comes before the noun. Like that of example 3 now, let's look at it together. So it says every 3 women are welcome in that order. So every 3 women. So I believe it's very straightforward, very straightforward. So that is all that we have for us in this particular class. I believe we've learned something. Let's move to the other loss.